welcome back, folks. Thanks for watching the Andover-Wakefield game, a 3-0 game for Andover, including an open net goal there. But good competitive game. I think both teams going through still the tryout process. Right now we're going to be joined by a guy who needs no introduction to any fan of high school hockey in Massachusetts, Jim Clark, Mr. In the Slot himself. Of course, on the scene here at the 8th Garrett Reagan Summit. Clarky, long day but interesting day.
I had to draw myself a map so that when it got to about 4 o'clock, I could look down and maybe if I recognized the uniform, I could tell what rink I'm in, what town I'm in. I mean,
not a chance.
They just keep building more rinks here. I heard they're going to build a parking garage here. This is amazing, but it is a long day. You really don't get to see a whole lot of hockey, at least from my vantage point, because I'm just spending so much time running around back and forth between rinks, trying to touch base with coaches and everything. And so as far as the actual X's and O's and breaking teams down, there's not a whole lot of that going on right now. And to be honest with you, we're a week into the season. There really isn't a whole lot you can do anyway. You kind of get a feel for which teams have the players back and who matches up well with who. But even once we get a couple weeks into the season, you're not really going to be able to tell a whole lot. But it's a day like this is a good day to kind of get a feel for things and get the ball rolling.
Yeah, and the nature of the season is you can't get out there until the Monday after Thanksgiving, and you just get a little momentum going and get a couple of games under your belt, and then you've got Christmas and New Year's hit.
Yep.
And of course more teams are playing in tournaments now, so that's good. You keep the momentum going, but league play for most leagues, other than the Middlesex League maybe, really doesn't get underway until after the first of the year.
Yeah, and you get some teams, I think the Bay State Conference might actually be starting on Saturday. They've been a pretty early starter, and like you said, the Middlesex. Then you throw Christmas in there. It's going to be interesting to see. You get a lot of really good tournaments on that Saturday and Sunday, but when a team's going to be able to get on the ice in the days before that,
right?
They're not going to practice on Christmas Day.
No,
are they going to get out there on Christmas Eve? It's
probably not.
And you get some really, some great matchups on those days too. So.
We were just talking. There are teams starting next week on the weekend of the 12th and 13th, but really the 19th is a full blown out day.
You started running down that list, and that's a day when you put some mileage on the car. That's
exactly.
Back when I was young and single and crazy, as opposed to old and married and crazy. I would be trying to hit 4 or 5 of those games in one shot. It's still possible, but there's if you're a puckhead and you like to get around and fortunately on Saturdays the times tend to be spaced out a little bit better,
right.
So you can try to hit 2 or 3 games at once.
And then when you can't get in the car and make them, you can tune into MyHockeyLive, because we're going to be covering more games. We hit 98 last year. We're hoping to be in triple figures this year, and it was really a breakout season last year. We want a capital B, capital O breakout season this year. And you mentioned the weekend after those tournaments after Christmas. I mean, there's traditional ones, the Sereno tournament, the new one, the Frady's tournament up at Merrimack, and both of those feature 8 great teams. Yep. There's a great tournament in Framingham.
Yeah, you throw in Framingham, Marshfield, St. John Shrewsbury, and CM. It's a great tournament that's been together for a few years, too.
You look at those 3 tournaments, there's 12 of the top 25 programs in the state.
Sure.
And, to be able to, maybe you choose one day or the next, and I think 2 of those are one of them Saturday, Sunday, and the other 2 are Sunday, Monday. Yep. So, a lot of people do have that Monday off, and they're able to catch some games. And we're not sure where we're going to be that weekend. We will be at the Sereno. We know that. That's been tradition for MyHockeyLive. So we will be showing those games Sunday, Monday. And we think we're going to be at Framingham. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity if you can't get in the car, and if the weather is questionable, or you got obligations with families and you can't get around to the rinks. Hopefully we'll keep you posted on MyHockeyLive.
There were a lot of nights last year when I was stuck in the office, and I'd click on MyHockeyLive.
Yeah, we were fortunate.
See what was going on.
Yeah, we got around, and word's getting out, so that's going to help. And certainly we want to work with the guys in print and online. And you guys have been great in terms of supporting us with interviews and information. And there's nothing like Twitter to keep in touch with what's going on.
I don't know how we did this before Twitter. It's unbelievable. The wealth of information that's out there, and you have to know what to trust and what not to trust. But
True.
For the most part, it's really good. I mean, you know who the really good ones are, and they keep you informed and keep you on top of things. And
credibility is a magic word.
Yeah, and it's 2015, the stuff that we can do nowadays. It's pretty incredible.
Well, Jim Clark, there's a lot more to talk about. We didn't even get into any teams, but as you said, it's just kind of a it's kind of window dressing today. Two quick things. I know you've got some people to see, some new coaches you want to catch up with, especially the Wakefield staff that is new. And also, we mentioned before today, but we'd be remiss if we didn't throw another shout out to Bruce Lurch, who's fighting some health issues and fighting them pretty well. From all I understand. So, Lurchy, we want you back out here, and I know you missed a big day at Gillette yesterday, but a lot of people talking about you and thinking about you. So
yeah, a lot of people asking about you and want to know how he's doing. Just passing on his well wishes. He's such a huge part of what we do at the Herald and with the girls hockey and the boys hockey too. You know, he's my right hand man for a lot of the games that I can't get to on weeknights, and nobody's better at the girls hockey than Bruce. So
Well, we expect you back soon, Bruce. And there was some girls teams here throwing shout outs as well today. So great day wrapping up soon here in Marlborough, and we want to thank Jim Clark for being with us, and first of many conversations this winter, we trust. And right now we're going to take a little break before we get to our final game of the afternoon. We see John McGuire pacing at the bench as his Waltham club will be out there in the final for the afternoon.
It's a little different for John. He's usually the first one on the ice, and then he's organizing everything else the rest of the day. He said he wanted to mix it up a little bit this year and get everything organized and then get out there late in the afternoon. So long day for John. He does an unbelievable job of this event and has, right from day one back in 2008, and named after a wonderful coach and man, Garrett Reagan, who we all got to know very well, and before his unfortunate passing in 2008. But just a great day to celebrate high school hockey here.
Yeah, great tribute. Garrett's smiling up there, and he's got John McGuire to thank among many others. So congrats to the Coaches Association, to Johnny McGuire for putting this together. And Clarkie, we'll see you around the rink. Stay in the slot.
We will be there. Sounds good.
We'll take a break. We'll be back with the final game of the afternoon shortly.